Okay, so you remove those things, but you need to find something to transfer that addiction to, I imagine.
Yeah.
You wake up, if you will. Is that fair to say?
Is exactly 100% accurate, Andrew,
Okay.
because the 12th step of the system of recovery I believe in is having had a spiritual awakening
Yeah.
as the result of these steps. It's about awakening, the
Yeah.
suggestion being that you are in some kind of stupor. Now, that if it's alcohol or drugs, I suppose that's obvious, but we can all become spellbound through attachment. We can
Yeah.
all find things to sort of hypnotize us.
Yeah.
And this awakening is, an awakening to the reality of who you are in both its beauty, but also in its trauma and its flaws.
And what about an awakening to like what existence is? I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I have certain friends who have woken up, if you will, and they got there because they experienced some traumatic shit maybe as a child or throughout their life,
Mm.
and they were incredibly depressed and sad. And then they distracted themselves with drugs or addiction, and then realized that drugs and addiction just continued to make them incredibly sad. And they were forced, because it was either killing themselves or finding a way to live within this structure that we call life. And they
Mm.
were forced to like analyze life in a different way and forced to like figure out what their maybe purpose is or if there is even a purpose, but they were really forced into being awakened.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes those friends have tons of empathy for people who aren't awoken yet, and sometimes they don't.